And it all comes down to this. The final of the trio, guys. We've had the mighty 76 Series Land Cruiser, the Dream 78 Troopy, and now the Aussie icon, the infamous 79 Series Land Cruiser. Guys, welcome back to another episode of Explore Dream Rig Rundowns. This one is an absolute cracker. This is the third Land Cruiser I've actually given away, which is mind-blowing. I dreamt of having a 79 Series as a kid. I had a 79 Series on the background of my phone, and I tell you what, after Patriot released their first Black Truck 79, I was hooked. I basically quit my job, started this weird thing called social media back in the day, and busted my ass. I've missed weddings, funerals, engagements, birthdays, you name it. A lot of sacrifices to start a business, living the Explore life. And the goal, the dream, everything, all the hard work pointed to one thing, building my Dream 79. We managed to build what still is one of the best 79s that was ever built in Australia. I couldn't part with giving someone else the keys to my Land Cruiser. I couldn't part with selling the Land Cruiser. One day after a couple of beers, me and the team sat down and we come up with the concept of why don't we give it away to a follower? And we didn't want there to be a barrier of entry. It was actually free to enter, which is insane. But it was a huge rewarding moment to hand the keys over to one of our followers, and credit to him, he actually took it on almost a full lap around Australia. He still owns the car today, and it's what kicked off this whole fascination of being able to give people the keys to their dream vehicle. It's not the Explore 79, but it's the Dream 79. A lot of time, energy and effort has gone into putting together what I think is an absolutely epic build. We're down here on the beach at the moment. I'm gonna take you for a run through. I'm gonna show you all the features. It is the facelifted 79. It is the last of the mighty V8s. You cannot buy these brand new anymore, and they're never coming back. Too many rules, regulations, and bullshit. Now they're just a little girly 4-cylinder, which I don't know about the 4-cylinder. So let's rip in. This is a pretty familiar front end by now, guys. The BSF bar. The second I laid my eyes on one of these, I absolutely frothed it. We kicked it off with having one on the 79 Series Alpha giveaway truck. I fell in love with it. As soon as I found out they had the new edition for the facelifted 70, I was like, I've got to put one of these on at least one of the giveaway 70s. And I got a little bit carried away and I put it on all three. I love the presence of this bull bar. It's pretty hard to build unique 79 series. They've been done to death. They've been done in just about every extreme you can possibly think of. And I wanted something that still stood out. Now, the big 80mm tube, it looks incredible. It has the matching dual scrubbies down into the side rails. You've got the two spotties on the front, guys, Light Force HTX2s, my favourite spotty, especially if you do that big long distance touring. We got the Runva, the 13 XP winch on the front, guys. These bars are winch compatible, of course, and you've got your mounts here for your communication. So we do have the UHF with the handpiece inside the vehicle. Now, under the bonnet, it is the last of the V8. We didn't want to muck around. We wanted to make sure it sounded like a V8 and goes as hard as a V8 should. So there's only one place to go when you've got a Toyota, and that is straight to Just Autos up on the Sunshine Coast. V8 turbo diesel. We've got the Just Autos multi-map done. We've also put in a 1300 Newton meter NPC clutch to handle all that power. I think it's just shy of 250 horse. It is an absolute bullet a gate. We've also teamed up with the guys at 316 Engineering, and he's done an epic Stano exhaust system by 316 as well, guys, which gives this thing that V8 note that every Land Cruiser really should have. If we keep cruising around to let the big girl breathe, we got the fabulous Fabrication snorkel. Of course, only one is plumbed up. It's a little bit of a wank. It is the Bluetooth snorkel on this side, but I do love the way the dual 5 inches ties in the whole front of this truck. As soon as you go big with the BSF bar work and the scrubbies, guys, the rest needs to match. Otherwise, the bar will overpower your vehicle. So we needed to give it a bit of height, and we needed that extra ride and capability. So we've gone with the Dobinson, the IMS shocks. We run the Dobinson 3-inch lift kit in all of the vehicles. It rides like an absolute dream, and it is the perfect combination for a four-wheel drive, whether you're a weekend warrior, whether you're doing your touring and just driving around town. Couldn't be more stoked with the Dobinson lift kit. Now, of course, if you're gonna jack the truck up, you gotta fill in this guard. You don't want it to look like it's skip leg day. We've gone with the ROH Assaults. We had a bit of fun with the 3 cruisers. We actually went assaults on every single cruiser, and we did a slight color variation. So we got the silver with the black bead on the 79. We ran the bronzies on the 76, and we went the all black on the Troopy. So pretty cool. Assaults are my favourite wheel, you should know that by now. I run them on all my vehicles. Wrapped in the BF Goodrich. Once again, guys, if you've just joined the channel, we run BF Goodrich on absolutely everything. I've trusted them for over a decade. They've never let me down. The KM3s, I love running a mud tyre on all of my vehicles, so we didn't skimp with you guys. We went the absolute best of the best. And look how bloody good it looks. I'm frothing the colour combination. Now we've taken a little bit of that colour combination from the wheels and then the black, and we brought that into this decal. So I wanted to keep it clean, simple, not too leery. And guys, this is basically what we come up with. We went with the grey fade out tone to really just bring this whole thing together with a sneaky little stripe down the bonnet. I haven't seen too many of these decals on the new 70 series, so I'm pretty happy with how it looks. We really took that old school 70 series look and incorporated it into a brand new facelifted 70. Now, when you want everything to be chunky and oversized and looking good, you got to get rid of the shitty little factory mirrors. One, you can't see bugger all out of them. You cruise down the highway, they'll flap around. So we've gone with the MSA towing mirrors. These are bloody awesome. You can get them out a little bit wider if you got your wide canopies on, or if you're towing your big stuff, your big boats, you can obviously flip the mirrors over, away you go. Multiple different locations. They look good, they're strong. They can still fold in when you're on those tighter tracks. And I can tell you, I've hit these things a million times on all the different vehicles, smacking them with branches. Absolutely bulletproof. I had to chuck the old man visor on. Couldn't help myself. I love the look of the visor. It ties in with the twin snorks. The front end on this thing, I reckon, looks absolutely insane. Just because it's a giveaway car doesn't mean I don't spend hours and hours planning what we're gonna do to this vehicle. Nothing here happens by accident. I've been building vehicles for the last decade, and this is now my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6th Land Cruiser. So I sort of know what works and I know what doesn't. And over the last decade, I've worked with a lot of different brands, and there's only certain products that I trust. And I could go a lot cheaper. You've got some of the dearest tires, wheels, some of the dearest bar work and accessories in the game. We're not your standard giveaway company. We're four-wheel drivers who live and breathe this shit, who've been out there doing it for a couple laps around Australia, a lap around America, and we're even going to sneak over to South Africa later this year. So we put a lot of time and effort into this, and you get nothing but the best. Now up on top, guys, Rhino rack with the Pioneer rack. I wanted to load the roof up. We did it on across the 76, and I love the look. So we've gone with 7 of the Striker Light Force spotties up on top. If you're afraid of the dark, you'll be all right in this thing. It turns bloody night into day when you're cruising down the road. Every good tourer needs a set of Max Tracks, so we put the Max Tracks mount up on top. You go straight on the Pioneer rack with a set of Mark IIs. You can add another couple of extra in there if you want them, but at least we've got something there ready to go. Now, when we get to the back, the mighty Trig Point Canopy, guys. I first come across Trig Point when I was doing my first lap around Australia. I ran into Joe Bus. He had this beautiful 79 series cruiser with a Trig Point, one of the first Trig Point canopies on the back. And back then, this thing was almost unseen. It was unseen to have something so neat, tidy, compact, and lightweight. We haven't gone with a tray and canopy. This is a chassis mounted canopy, which keeps the weight down. The quality is there. These guys test, and they've been using these for at least, I'm going to go with about eight years now. These have been tested all throughout Australia. And I absolutely love it. I love the look of it. So I'm very excited that we got to actually work with Trig Point and get one on the back of this car. We might as well give you a look. Let's open her up, guys. I love how practical we've built this car. Now, you can get in this thing and take it for a lap around Australia. You can run it up on the beach weekends. You can still get away with cruising around town in this thing. It's not too big and cumbersome. It may look big, it is a big truck, but it's still fine as a daily driver. Lots of people will take a 70 as a daily driver. We have done a really nice, simple 12-volt system in this truck as well. We got the Red Arc Alpha BCDC 50 tucked in here. Trig Point do their own beautiful little panel when it comes to their 12-volt system. So you get your outlets here, USB, USB-C, a beautiful little display screen here. I can see how much charge we've got in our batteries. I can see the temperature. I can see how much power's coming in, power's coming out. And underneath that, we've got a nice little fuse block. So I can see if I've blown a fuse anywhere, it's right there. It's actually a beautiful system, to be honest. Trig Point have been doing this for a long time. They know what works and they know what doesn't. We got the Bushman. We got the Bushman upright fridge. I'll tell you what, we got a bloody Traveller in here, and I'm gonna actually enjoy this one while I do the rest of the video because I've been talking far too much today. So here we go, guys. We've got the kitchen set up. You watch. This is gonna be copied absolutely everywhere, and I've already seen some companies starting to knock this off. Look how easy this is. One hand, guys. Fold that one out. Fold this one down. And fold that over. Have a look at that for a kitchen setup. Well done, Trig Point. A lot of people have this issue in their four-wheel drives, and that is, as soon as you build them out, the canopies sit up too high and nothing is really usable. You know, if you were to slide a typical one out, it'd be up here. We're pretty lucky. The other thing is, because it's a chassis-mounted canopy setup, you don't lose all the space for your tray mounts, tray, and then your canopy. So it was already a lot lower than other four-wheel drives, but this is the height you want to be cooking at. Now, obviously, I've got the Ram and I've had my big Land Cruisers, and I've always done my best to try and get that kitchen down low by running full airbag system when you can lower it down. But this is bloody clever. Not to mention the fact that it folds out again. This is the size of a good table that most people will carry in their four-wheel drives. It's right here where you need it. You can put your gas cooker here. You've got the pantry set up here as well. Nice little handy shelf when you're cooking, when you're prepping. Your salt, pepper, spices can go in here. Your cutlery that you want to grab all the time. And then you've got a couple of bigger compartments here, which are great for your larger items, pots, pans. And then on this side, you've got enough space for one of your gas cookers, which is bloody incredible. And it's still simple and practical, right? You want to do some washing up, push this down, you do your washing up, you take it out, you throw it on the ground, you whack it back in, and it's just as simple as flicking the little bungee cord over. Instead of having doors on everything, nice little bungees. It's going to stop everything from falling out when you're on those tougher four-wheel drive tracks. This is a bloody epic setup for if you're a weekend warrior. So the other little cool thing we've done, guys, it's just the little touches, is we've gone and chucked an Eco X. This is the little 18-inch soundbar. It is absolutely epic. The boys from EC Off-Road have done a stellar job. Now, you know EC Off-Road by now. If you don't, they build all my cars. And of course, they went to town on all these 70s. The way they find the perfect little locations for this stuff is absolutely epic. So we've got that tucked up in there. Mate, there's no time. We're doing a bloody video here. And then you've still got a good amount of space on top of this kitchen setup here as well, if you want to stack other stuff. And how's this? They even put a bungee. So anything you do chuck up there, you can bungee it down to make sure it's not going to slide off. It's bloody epic. On the doors, touch panel, you can go from your clear through to your orange, which is bloody epic as well. We'll get through it. Of course, we've thrown one of the Explorer fridge organisers on this for you. Everything you need at your fingertips, and it means you don't store all that shit in front of your fridge. Makes it easy to open your fridge. Otherwise, I guarantee you'll store a heap of gear here, which is no good at all. Even the way that Trig Point have gone to the effort of carpeting the bottom of this, nice stainless strip. Of course, they got good waterproof and dust seals. It's just a really, really well-built canopy. Underneath, guys, you've got your little storage compartment, your under tray, little toolbox drawers there, one on each side. Neat, tidy, simple. I really like a Trig Point canopy. All right, as we sneak around the back, guys, there's a couple of different variations, but we've opted with the ladder on the side. Simple and easy, nice little fold down ladder, which is gonna make it very easy to get up to the penthouse. I'll show you the penthouse in a minute. We've gone with the spare wheel on the back. After touring for over a decade, I have come to the realization that if you're running BF Goodrich tyres, you can get away with one spare. I spent a lot of time carrying two spares around, and I have sort of found I'd rather utilize that space and not have that extra weight. I prefer to have the one. Underneath, guys, we've also got a water tank. That is plumbed up. Let me show you where that's plumbed up. Look at that, easy ladder, one hand, here we go. So we got that plumbed up there just on a simple valve. So you do have fresh water, which is right where you want it, right near your kitchen. You can fill that washing up tub and away you go. Everything works. Of course, we've chucked one on the back, the Explore Life rear wheel bin bag. Look how good they look. Everyone says, what's different about your bin bag to everyone else's? Well, first off, no matter what, they hold their shape. I've got reinforced sides and the front. We've gone with metal buckles. One thing that shits me to tears is trying to undo a zip when you've been going through the dirt, dust and mud. So it's just a single flap, and it does fit a 30-litre Bunnings bin. If you do happen to use it without the bin and you get all the juices and the empty beer dregs, it's got a mesh bottom, so that'll drain out, and it's easy to just hit it with a hose when you come back. We got our extra pockets for more storage on the side. Now, come around to this side. I ummed and ahed about this for quite a while. I'm like, do I do a fit out on this side? And I figured, you know what? We're just gonna leave it open. Look how much space is in a canopy still. We've got a swag, we've got a clothes bag, chairs, we got camera bags, we got gas cookers, another bag, we got a big water drum in here, and there's still a mountain of space. If you win it, you can fit it out however you like. My 79s, I've always got them fitted out, and that's great when you live out of them, but it's a pain in the ass for everyday use. You just want to chuck big in your car typically. You know, you've got a ute and you don't have any space. So I think this is a great option. Even like little things, right? There's eyelets in both sides here so you can strap things down. I'd probably be doing bungees up here. You get the light on the door, but I just left it open for you guys. Another underbody toolbox. How good's the Trig Point? Look at that. Another really cool feature of the Trig Point is you don't have multiple latches. It's just one handle in the middle, one hand, up she goes. If you guys are building a 70 series, I highly recommend going and chatting to the team at Trig Point, Australian made, top quality, and Explore definitely is I'm putting my name behind it. I love these canopies. If I was doing an everyday truck, I'd really consider it. What have I missed before I show you the Taj Mahal? I'm trying to think. We got the interior. Let's jump into the interior. Righto guys, here we go. First things first, my sandy feet straight onto the beautiful Brown Davis floor mats. That's why they're there. That stubby's empty, no drinking and driving. There's a couple of things about a Land Cruiser that every Land Cruiser I think you should have to make them comfortable and actually a little bit more practical. Number one, your one stone armrests. Otherwise, your elbow literally sits on the metal door, and after a while, it's a pain in the ass. You can whinge, tell whatever you want, but if you're doing long distance driving and you're going down corrugations, just for comfort, ergonomics, this is incredible. Your coffee in the morning, straight in the armrests, just whatever you do, don't slam the door while you've got a coffee in the armrest. Everyone who's got one stones, you'll know about that mistake. Put your coffee in the center console. Cruiser consoles, I've put these in every single 70 series I've ever done. So firstly, the finish, the craftsmanship, These are actually made in Toowoomba. It started as a small family business in the back shed. Now it's a very large family business in the back shed. The shed's got a lot bigger. So credit to Jason out there. He's such a nice guy and his product has always been an exceptional quality. I love how he's sort of made a few little changes. Check that out, phone charger right there on the charging pad, bloody epic. Couple of options, you can either run like a center console fridge or you can run just a standard console. I opted to go the standard console for this. It's at the right height and it is actually a little bit more comfortable than having a fridge. A fridge is more practical if it's a tourer that you're gonna live out of, because it's great having cold water and a couple of soft drinks right at your fingertips when you're driving. But if it's an everyday car, that fridge ends up being a center console anyway. So you may as well have the nice padded center console. We got on with the roof console as well, guys. Absolutely stunning, perfectly fits the shape of the car. They go to the effort of actually having a recess for your little sun visors here. There's touch on, touch off lights up top. You've got USB outlets hidden up here as well. So you can have anything you want to charge, phone, batteries, head torches, and you can tuck them up here. But if you've ever owned a cruiser, you end up with shit all over your dash. So one of these is great. And then what you should have is an Explore Life dash organizer. Unfortunately, I'm out of stock at the moment, so I haven't chucked one of these inside the car. We've mounted up our comms right there where you want it. And one other bloody handy feature, shout out to Mike from Mike Shocks. He actually does these, weirdly enough. It's just a gear stick extension. It's only a 50mm gear stick extension. But if you look at the ergonomics from the armrest straight to here, it's the perfect height. If you're 6'2", you probably got long gangly arms, you tall bastards. you won't need one. But everyone else, it's just the right height. It just makes it more cruisy and simple when you're changing gears. If you've ever had one, you'll understand. If you want to carry on and call me a dickhead, you are more than welcome. On the side, guys, we went a little bit fancy. We actually did the cruiser consoles. You've got a 6-inch speaker in the door there. Once again, neat, tidy, and it looks factory. So I bloody love that. You've got the cup holder there with your little map pocket. What else have we got on the interior? The seat covers, guys. Absolutely love these. Gone with the black neoprene from Razorback. They do seat covers for every bloody model of four-wheel drive you can possibly think of. You can get them in a couple of different materials. I really like the neoprene. I think it looks good. It's comfortable to sit on. We got the matching set in the back as well. So these are all the little touches that no one else does. Who's putting extra floor mats and seat covers inside a vehicle? If you win an Explore Dream prize, it is built for you to get out and explore. It's not some shitty built piece of shit Land Cruiser that someone's gone and paid cash for because they got a bargain. And it might look the goods, but the products on most of them are shit. They're not very well built, and that's just me being honest. Take it or leave it, I don't care. We even put a floor mat in the back. Who does that? The EC Off-Road new head deck. Have a look at this thing. Do I have to turn the car? No, there we go. Accessories. This looks basically what you should get in a factory 70 series. This looks like something more you'd get out of like a Prado or a 300 series. It's got your CarPlay, so you can link straight through, which is absolutely epic. It links straight to my phone every single time. You can Bluetooth to it and just play music. You can have all your applications. It's basically just bringing a 70 series into the 21st century. It's really good unit, actually. I've had a lot of different head units over the years. Some work sometimes, some are just annoying. This one is an absolute monster. If you own a 70 series and you're having trouble with your head deck, get onto EC Off-Road, tell them you want the same one that's in the giveaway 70s and load up, because it's bloody epic. I promise you, you will love it. You already pick up steering wheel controls on the new facelift, so you don't need to worry about that. We told you it had the Just Autos tune. One really cool feature about that is it's all controlled through the cruise control. So you can adjust your tunes, and the speedometer actually goes 3,000 RPM, 4,000 RPM, 5,000 RPM. That's how you know what tune you're in. You know when people say, oh, I'm gonna go get my car tuned, who's a good tuner? Just Autos are factory recoding Toyota's ECU. There's no piggyback, there's no plug and play tune that they're whacking in that they've been given by someone else. Don't trust your Land Cruiser to anyone except Just Autos. Trust me. Even if this thing starts getting too hot, it pulls power down. It's got so many epic features. You can actually, it's got a built-in throttle controller as well. So I've got 4 or 5 different settings here to adjust the throttle feel, and then another 5 settings to adjust how the vehicle actually drives. Tow mode, sort of like eco-friendly, the big boy tune with the Limmy Basher. You've got a lumpy idle. This thing can sit here and lump away. If you touch your foot, here we go, hear that beep? If you've got your canopy door open, it'll let you know as soon as you put your foot on the brake to do anything or move, you'll go, oh, my canopy door's open. And if you don't think that that's not handy, well, ask cameraman Sam, who left the canopy door open on the Ram, and well, we won't talk about that, will we, cameraman Sam? So, that's a very cool feature. Threw him under the bus. All right, guys, let's jump out and check out the Taj Mahal. Now, once again, when people are giving stuff away, they might whack a rooftop tent on. But what they're not doing is forking out the coin to put the best rooftop tent in the game up on top. It is the Bush Company. It's the AX27 rooftop tent. It's the same rooftop tent that I ran on my 79 Series Land Cruiser. It's the same one I've got on my Ram right now. It is an ultimate touring setup. It's also great for those weekends away. There's so many epic features. I'll run you through some of them while I'm setting up. We've paired it with the 270 XT Max awning. It is the perfect combination for a 79 series. We went a little bit more lightweight, compact, and a slightly smaller awning on the 76 series. We did the LX with the 270 because that works really well together. But with the bigger car, the 270 Max and the AX are the goods. Let's have a look. So, Bush Company AX, let's jump up here. All his own latches, all his own handles, 2 latches, and up it goes. It really is that simple. Grab the big bungee cord, we pull that down, and all we're gonna do is chuck in these 2 spring steel poles. One on that side and one on that side. As I'm doing this, you guys will notice the massive rainfly awning. Now, this is an absolute gem when it comes to big rain. So you can get in your tent while you're up your ladder here, you're not getting wet. So when you get in the AX, the one thing you're gonna notice straight away is the amount of headroom you have. I can actually nearly stand up. Bush Company, double skin canvas. 2 epic reasons. When it's super hot, the sun hits the outside and it takes longer before that heat comes inside your rooftop tent. It's got to get through 2 layers. When it's freezing cold, you warm up inside, and rather than it seeping out, it's got to get through 2 layers of canvas before that heat can dissipate. So you stay warmer in a dual skinned rooftop tent. I think he's still the only guy on the market that does these. Of course, you got your midgie proof mesh, and then it's the little 1%ers where Dino knocks it out of the park. You've got cup holders right at the entranceway right here, which means whenever you go to bed, you got a water bottle, it goes straight in there. When it's dark, you're half asleep, you want to look for your water bottle, you know where it is. It's got built-in lights, built-in pockets, right where you want them on the side. It's got USB and USB-C outlets for your phone, so you actually wire the rooftop tent up, which means you got power up here. Epic for a couple of reasons. 1, you can charge things, and 2, you can add a little bracket with a fan. So you've got a fan circulating air in your rooftop. When it's hot, if you're cruising through the top end of Australia, absolute game changer. It's the difference between having a comfortable sleep and not. Trust me. What else have we got to mention about the Bush Company? Nice little ventilation up the top here. When it's super cold, you can just crack that. That'll stop all of that condensation build up. If you do get condensation build up, which rooftop tents do, the dual skin canvas, once again, means all that moisture is in between the 2 layers, and it can actually run out and seep out the side. Absolutely epic. You can either use the ladder on the back of the car, or you can mount, this one's got the ladder rack mounted here. You can have your vertical ladder, and you can also enter up from the side. So if you want to leave the awning out, you put your telescopic ladder on that side, which we have added to the car, and you can enter from that side. Let's jump down now and we'll set up the awning. We'll show you just how simple and easy that is. So here we go, we'll do it in real time. A lot of people like to pretend they're doing stuff in real time, but the Bush Company awning is simple and easy to use. Best thing about this is you actually use it 10 times more. If you've got an awning that's got poles, ropes and legs, one, they're shit house when it comes to big wind, and you don't use it as often. So we'll whip this around straight over here. We've put a nice little eyelet on the bottom of the roof rack here. So you just clip that one straight on. It's all the little touches that we spend ages mucking around that you don't see behind the scenes. You want to put a bit of tension on that one so it's basically level with the front of the car. We'll grab the back. Heavy duty, heavyweight canvas. Dino uses the best canvas you can get your hands on. You've even got a little bracket here on the side of the tent so you can slide that straight on. Add a bit of tension. And there you have it. Look how much shade and coverage you end up getting with the Bush Company tent. Massive coverage. It is an aircraft grade, lightweight aluminium, but still strong enough that you can swing off it. In big rain, all I tend to do is take a little bit of tension off and the water will just pull straight off. If the winds are chaotic, and I mean cyclonic, I've had this in 30+ winds, no dramas whatsoever. But if it is absolutely gnarly, it does come with a couple of ropes. One rope just to stop that uplift and you'll be fine. The awning is only as strong as what it's mounted to. If you pair this with the Bush Company rooftop tent, you don't have to worry about it. If you pair it and you put it on L brackets on top of an awning, your roof rack will let go before the awning does. Absolutely epic. It also has Velcro all the way around. So you can add walls on. He's got shade walls and full canvas walls. I carry one of each, which is a perfect little setup. I can still put one in for shade and then have one fixed depending on which way that rain's coming. So just something that you can add. But you can't tell me that's not the Taj Mahal, right? Jump in this thing right now. Get ready for a lap around Australia, somewhere to sleep, protection from the elements, and then you've got your epic kitchen set up right here. Food, cold beers, and a kitchen. And a vehicle that is capable enough to go absolutely anywhere you're brave enough to take it. So guys, I really hope you've enjoyed the walk around on the Dream 79 series. If you're not a Dream member, guys, for as little as $5, you can sign up for your first month, and you will be in every single giveaway every month. We've got weekly prizes for our members. We give away tyres, e-bikes, rooftop tents, $2,000 Anaconda vouchers. Every single month, guys, we give away epic prizes for you to win. Plus, there's a load of discounts on our back end for our members. If you're building your own car, you can get a discounted EC, which means you can save on all your head decks. There's actually a discount for the Bush Company as well. That'll save you thousands of dollars, which is years worth of membership. We're doing our best to continually grow that discount base, and we've got some really exciting things coming to the Explore Dream platform. We're more than just a giveaway company, guys. We're building a community. Every cent I make, every cent the business makes, I put back into epic prizes. I can stand here and tell you that I've made $0 and 0 cents from the Explore Dream platform. I pay a couple of wages for staff to create social media. I have taken no money from this business. It is a passion project where I get to build some of the wildest creations I can think of, and I get to give them away to our followers. I've always wanted to build a troopy. We gave that away last month. It's so much fun. I hope you guys are enjoying the builds. Let us know in the comments what you'd like us to build next. But guys, this is the Explore Dream. I hope you get involved. And to all our members, you guys are legends. We really appreciate all the support. I can't wait to see the look on someone's face when they win the Dream 79. Till next time, get out and live the Explore Dream. Yeah, baby.